Yes, respected friends, join for our morning class of 7 activities Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Purvaka, Mantrocharanam, Common Sense Thought, Shanti Mantras, Mangalacharana Shlokas, Sankalpa, our Upanishad mantra, Parayanam and Adhyanam. We all know Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Adhyanam we are doing. Great mantras, every one of them. In the present context, the mantras that are explained are so beautiful, so inspiring, so complete. These two last two lines of these two mantras. One is Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Na Itaresham. This is the way to get the Shashvata Sukha, and there is no other way. Then Jnatva Devam Muchate Sarva Pashaihi. Only in the knowledge of the self that we are freed from all pasha, all bondages. These two should be sufficient enough to inspire us to take up our Adhyatmika Jivana Sadhana completely seriously. Okay, friends, that topic we are studying. Let us do it. To begin with our first topic of Veda Parayana. Remember once we need the Kripa of Parabrahma Ishvara, Jagannatha Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana. We need to improve our Vyaktitwas of Loka Sevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Ityadi also. This class is aimed at not only reminding us but also getting sufficient information and inspiration and initiative also. Now let us enjoy all our 7 activities. First one, Vedic chanting. In that last 2 days we are doing Shanti mantras. Let us continue today doing the 5 most beautiful mantras. In fact, each of them can be chanted one day for 20, 30, 40 times. That way it will be more helpful. But here we are learning it. You do it at home as your homework sadhana. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं शान्तिमन्त्राः ॐ मधुवातारुतायते ॐ मधुवातारुतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसी मधुनक्तमुतोषसी मधुमत्पार्थिवगं रजः मधुमत्पार्थिवगं रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम् अस्तु सूर्यः मधुमागम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितं मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणिस्थः वेदस्य माणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन होरात्रान् सन्दधामि अनेनाधीतेन होरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु मामवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम् पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ इडादेवहोर्मनुर्यज्ञनीर् ॐ इडादेवहोर्मनुर्यज्ञनीर् बृहस्पतिरुक्था मदानि बृहस्पतिरुक्था मदानि शगंसिषत् विश्वे देवाः शगंसिषत् विश्वे देवाः सूक्तवाचः सूक्तवाचः पृथिवीमातर्मामाहिगंसीर् पृथिवीमातर्मामाहिगंसीर् मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगुं वाचमुद्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्यां शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरो नुमदन्तु पितरो नुमदन्तु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शान्तिः 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 over. Some more are there. Tomorrow we will see them. These Shanti mantras. Dasha Shantis, they are called. ॐ मधुवातारुतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत् पार्थिवगुं रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनातीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवत्ववतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते वशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ इडादेवहुर्मनुर्यज्ञनिर्बृहस्पतिरुक्था वदानि शगंसिषत् विश्वे देवाः सूक्तवाच पृथिवीमातर्मामाहिगंसीर् मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतेन्देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगं शुश्रूषेण्याम् मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरोऽनुमदन्तु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Hope day by day our Shraddha in the presence and power and protection and grace and blessings of the Lord is increasing, and accordingly our faith is increasing, accordingly our tuning to that divine through all these chantings, upasanas is increasing. Let us ensure that it happens and know for certain that that is the only way we are protected from ourselves and everything other than ourselves. Let us do our second activity of Gayatri Mantra, Dhyana Purvaka Ucharanam. Navagraha Gayatri we are doing. In that we have done 6 of them: Surya Gayatri, Chandra Gayatri, Mangala Gayatri, Buddha, Guru, Shukra. Shanakra also we saw yesterday. So today we do the Rahu Gayatri, Rahu Graha, and then Rahu, Ketu, Doshas. We all know how much Pida, Dukkha they cause at all our lives levels. Sharirika, Manasika, then Dhana Rupena, Sambandha Rupena. So Rahu Graha also is Dukkha giving Graha. He gives to Dukkha to Surya and Chandra also through that Grahanam. What to talk about all of us. Okay. So let us with this mantra propitiate Bhagavan Rahu, ask him to forgive us and bless us with our Adhyatmika Pragati. The 3 words are Vidmahe, O Lord, we know you, you are there, you are powerful. Even though Rahu, Ketu are one, even though they are in the Daitya group, but because they sat with Devatas, they had that ambrosia, they are given that Devata Sthana to be worshipped by us. So to the Ashwini Devatas, etc. So this Rahu Graha Shanti, Rahu Graha Priti, Rahu Graha Anugraha Artham. Let us chant Rahu Graha Gayatri Mantra. What is it? Ki Shirshya Rupaya Vidmahe Vakrah Pantaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. So Shirsha Rupaya Vidmahe. O Lord, we know you, you are Shirsha Rupa. Only the head is there, no trunk to the Rahu Graha. That is why that even Upanishads, that example is given by Bhashyakara, Rahoho Shiraha. You know, is such a uh, thing said, but need not be said like that. Rahu, if you say, that is enough, it is the Shiraha only. Again, Rahoho Shiraha is extra double ho jata hai. An example to say that Rahu is Kevala Shira Rupa, only head. That's why through the mouth when he consumes Surya and Chandra, there is no trunk, so again they come out. That's how the Grahana as in our tradition we see. So Shirsha Rupaya Vidmahe. Then Vakrapanthaya Dhimahi. Vakrapanthaya Rahu is always goes in the Vakra Marga only, not easily propitiated and bent upon troubling only. So Vakra Panthaya Dhimahi. Vakraha Vakra Panthaya Dhimahi. So we meditate on you after duly thoroughly worshipping you. That you walk in the Vakra Marga. That's your choice. But in my case, O Lord, just be kind and benevolent only. Don't be cruel to me. Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. That Rahu Devata, Rahu Graha Devata, again he also give his blessings to us so that we are on this Adhyatmika Marga Prachodita very well, very intensely, very deeply. One side, our intensity of wanting to do sadhana should increase. Other side, the knowledge of how to do sadhana should be clear. Third, practically also we do sadhana. Fourth, that practical doing should show us the results of experiences so that we are inspired more to do the sadhana. Isn't it? This is how this Rahu Graha mantra we can chant. Krishna Vasudeva Narayana. One second. Shambho. Okay, now let us chant 12 times the Rahu Gayatri Mantra. Om Shirsharupaya Vidmahe Vakrapanthaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. Om Shirsharupaya Vidmahe Vakrapanthaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. Om Shirsharupaya Vidmahe वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शीर्षरूपाय विद्महे वक्रः पंथाय धीमहि तन्नो राहुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय श्रीराहुग्रह देवताय नमः मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि आध्यात्मिक साधनां प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु क्षमस्व क्षमस्व सर्वापराधान्. This is the way prescribed to us by our elders to remember all these devatas, adhisthana devatas, even the Paradevata, Paradevata also. And then extend the prayers, extend the requests for forgiveness, etc. That is how we are saved. We are reduced in the dukkha bandhana. That is a half part of it. Second part is we are guided towards the ultimate. We need these two. That's why Devatanugraha Kripa at the Upadhi level we need, though at the Nirupadhika level there's only one without second Brahman. That's our goal also. As we are slowly evolving in that knowledge, slowly we get out of all the Dvaita and Upadhi, see only the Nirupadhika. So this will happen. You are on the path, you are holding on to your Guru Parampara, mostly, more importantly, Shastra you are studying regularly. That is enough. It's only a question of time before each of the things starts becoming clearer and clearer. Thank you, friends. Two things we have done of our Vedic chanting, also our Dhyana Purvaka Shanti Mantra Ucharana. Now, the third thing we do, our common sense thought. Krishna Vasudeva. In today's common sense thought, what we learn is mm, Bhagavan Sri Rama's life. We learn. देखो Sri Rama Jivana, if you see, when you read or study Valmiki Ramayana or any of the kathas we listen or even cinema also they took or serial also Rama and Gada. How much the Rama has gone through throughout his life. The problems, the troubles, the difficulties, the separations, the bereavements, all human beings put together, how many dukkha Krishna Vasudeva are there, all of them he has gone through. Sri Rama Bhagwan's Jivana, if you see, that Vanavasa period, then Sitaji abducted, then he had to take the help of Vanaras. Hanumanji, thank God, he could search and find where she is. Then all of them went together, made that bridge. See how much help the Vanaras have done for Lord, isn't it? फिर वो ब्रिज पार करके सीधे भयंकर युद्ध he has done. Krishna. Then Lakshmana had to go through that Murcha Avastha. Again, Hanuman had to protect. Somehow, with so much difficulty, Ravana's Samhara done. Sitaji again safely taken. Coming back to Ayodhya, ruling kingdom. Again, Sri Rama had to leave Sitaji and stay alone, you know, without that Patni for such amount of 10,000, 11,000 years. Ruling kingdom with all the dharma and giving all praja the sukha, shanti, etc. Entire Ramakatha, we know all this. And when you study it, then those episodes tell us everywhere how painful it was. But one funniest, interesting thing is what? Very, very interesting thing. Ki, till you and I study Adhyatma Ramayana, we will never know, and nobody knows that much before Rama's first project of going with Vishwamitraji for Yagna Samrakshana, Rama is already Brahmagnani. Rama is already Jivan Mukta Purusha, taught by Vasishtaji in that 32,000 shlokas of Yoga Vasishta Ramayana, is already realized the self. But throughout Ramayana, if you study Valmiki, nobody can assess. Rama is Dharmika, Shaktishali, Sadguna Sampanna, Krupa Karunamaya. He even is a Devata with his Adbhuta Shaktis. He can bless. He did that Ahalya Uddharana. All of that you see, but you don't know that he is Brahmagyan. Only if you read Ramayana Valmiki, nahi pata hota. कि राम ब्रह्मनिष्ठ है करके, जीवन मुक्त है करके. Only when you study Adhyatma Ramayana, more so Yoga Vasishta, you know it. So why that example taken? What is the common sense thought to be learned is this only. Key, let us learn from this Rama's episode to be able to manage these two lifestyles, complementing each other, not contradicting each other, and totally two separate blocks, parts. We have to learn that one. Otherwise, इसको उसको मिक्सअप करके दोनों हम सत्यानाश कर देते. What are the इसको उसको? That is our outer vyavahara and our inner adhyatmika sadhana. Rama has become Siddha Purusha. We are doing sadhana. So let us learn this art of not mixing up these two. Our outer dharma, outer vyavahara, as Rama done. Everything he did, but not compromised with his inner experience of the self. Inner self he is experiencing, but he is not careless regarding his outer duties also. More than everything else, he was a king. He can be as a Brahmagnani, सब छोड़कर जा सकते. But he ruled the kingdom with his sankalpa that he wanted to stay as in that avatara for such time 10,000 years as per Ramayana. जो है हम वो शास्त्र के अनुसार कह रहे. He continued ruling kingdom without disturbing his Atmanubhava, and he continued being in that Atmanubhuti uh, without getting disturbed because of his being a king. ये उस आइडेंटिटी को डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया और वो इस आइडेंटिटी को नहीं किया. In the same way, we also have to, today's common sense thought is, learn the art of not disturbing our sadhana because of our vyavahara, and not disturbing a vyavahara on the name of so-called sadhana. दोनों अपने आप. Okay. So our sadhana inside we keep doing. Equally, let us justify our vyavahara also. Learn this from Rama. This is our common sense thought today. Point one. Point two is what? How did Rama manage? Think about it. Very cool. Secretly, subtly, if you see, Rama throughout his life did his duties only, isn't it? Never expected anything from anyone. In his duty of saving Sitaji, that inevitably he had to take the help of Vanaras, etc. It was not for his personal purpose. That means what? Be attentive. In the outer Vyavahara, when we know that we are here only to give through our Swadharma, more than that, we have nothing to expect from anything, nothing to ask from anybody. More importantly, not to get inside attached to anybody, then in the outer life we are successful. See, Rama appeared to be attached to Lakshmana, appeared to be attached to Sitaji, appeared to be attached to Hanuman Sugriva. They're all appearances, part of Vyavahara. But inside he is so Gambhira, he knows one Brahman alone playing this play. He has experienced that. We have to experience that. He is Siddha Purusha, we are sadhakas. That's the only difference. Other than that, exactly from Nama we have to learn and do the same things. Outside, let us do. What problem is this? Out of too much of our laziness, our likes and dislikes, we deter from our duties and we attach to the things and beings outside. And that affects our inner sadhana also. No, they are this different. I am sadhaka. I have to do my sadhanas. That is different compartment. While doing it, we have to learn the art of managing with the given resources and conveniences all our outer duties. And underline one sentence. Only duties. If it is not duty, need not take it up in our hands. Remember it. All our time has to be given for sadhana. Whenever that high, heavy, deep sadhana we are not able to do, and also our duties are done, that time only with the available little abilities. We go to help the world or serve the world. In all the cases, neither we are attached to the world, nor we are egoistic, nor we are selfish, nor we are any Vishaya Bhogi. लाइक गीता में आजकल हम वही पढ़ रहे हैं ना कि यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इंद्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसवम मनः. So Vishaya Bhoga I am not doing. Attachment with anybody I don't have. Because I don't have Vishaya Bhoga Sakti, I am not expecting anything from anyone. I know what are my responsibility duties to the world. That I am doing it. Other than that, in case of emergencies, I am helping the world wherever I can. I am serving the world wherever I can. This is one complete compartment. Other than that, I know what's my ultimate goal and I am pursuing that through my sadhana. The goal which Rama already reached before he took up. So we have to reach to that goal, so we have to do the sadhana. Learn from Rama to be able to manage. Nobody knew that Rama Brahmagyani. कोई बात ही नहीं करते क्योंकि खुद उनको भी पता नहीं. Rama they consider as Devata or as a human being only. That is true, but he is also the Brahmagyani Jivan Mukta, which is our topic, you and I. For us also, we have to get the Jivan Mukti. That's possible only through Brahmagyanam, Brahmanubhuti. That is achieved through the due sadhanas. So sadhana should not be compromised because of our vyavahara exceeding limits and becoming attachments, etc. So too, our vyavahara should not be disturbed on the pretext that I am an adhyatmic sadhak. So what? You are sadhak for yourself. You have to do what you have to do for the world. Isn't it? Is it understandable? Is it catchable to us? So the sadhana should not disturb vyavahara. That's important. In that, stick to vyavahara, only doing the dharma. I am here only to do my dharma. That's it. Some help sometimes, wherever. Other than that, like Rama, whether it's wife ho or husband ho, anybody, don't do any asha expectation from them. What expectation you do from them? Only worldly things. Worldly things anyway we don't want. We are spiritual seekers. एंड ये इतना सीक्रेटली अंदर मेंटेन होना किसी को नहीं पता होना चाहिए. एंड सी द सेम योग वासिष्ठ रामायण हर्ड बाई दशरथ जी ऑल्सो. वो भी बैठे थे. But he did not experience the Brahmagnana, or he gave attachment importance to the attachment to Rama more. Therefore, he more suffered than Rama. Rama acted as if he suffered. Dasharatha really suffered. Dukhi हुए and even died also because of attachment. That's what the lesson. If the Brahmagnana given by Guru not received, therefore attached to anyone, here in case of Dasharatha, it is with son. Even though son is Bhagavan, है ना, उनके पुत्र साक्षात भगवान है, लेकिन he has not seen him as Bhagavan, nor realized the Brahma Jnana given by Vasishtha ji. He continued as a Jiva Dasharatha, attached to the son Rama, that caused him so much pain, including death also. Try to catch from those stories what's required for us as Adhyatmic sadhakas. दशरथ जी एल्डर देन राम फादर 60,000 साल बोलते तब उनका उम्र अकॉर्डिंग टू वन ऑफ द कैलकुलेशन 60,000 years. 100 more than 180 wives he has got, not only Kausalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi, so many Ranis, Antapura, all of that. From that, let us learn these things. Rama, much before marriage only, he realized Brahman and Mukta. For the Kalyana of the Loka, he got married. And when the Kalyana Loka again required, he even gave up Sita. Dekho, with so much difficulty, he taking the help of Vanara, killing Ravana Adi, he saved Sita ji. And same Sita ji, so easily, because of somebody's words, he left her in Valmiki ashram. Once. That's it over. Once for all. That all should tell us that these are possible only if somebody is detached. Detachment is possible only when one is established in the Brahma Jnana. Rama is Brahma Jnana. That's why nothing he can attach to. Therefore, he can give up everything and everybody. Toward the end also, Lakshmana I am giving you up, he said. And in the Vyavahara, he has shown love, kindness, compassion as a human being. The seeming dukkha that he goes through these bereavements, etc. He played all that. But in the hearts in the corner of his heart, he knows Aham Brahmas. Rather, that's more predominant in his experience. As much as for the onlookers, he was a Vyavaharik person more predominantly. मजा आता है राम जी का चरित्र देखकर देखने वालों को ही लुक्स लाइक 100% संसारी but for himself he is 100% जीवन मुक्त through Aham Brahmasmi learnt much before from Vasishtha ji. Lesson for us also, think. It's all the problem is we don't think. Therefore, we don't understand. Therefore, we don't get convictions. Therefore, we don't practice. Therefore, we are not able to master. Therefore, we are slave. Therefore, we are suffering. Suffering. Slave for what? Inability to balance both the sadhana and vyavahara. Sometimes on the name of sadhana, vyavahara also we give up. Vyavaharik dharma, that also we know sin of omission it is. प्रत्यवाय दोष कहते हैं ना उसको. Sometimes so much indulging or involving in vyavahara that it has become samsara and we have forgotten that we are आध्यात्मिक साधक. हर दिन ये होता है और कोई भी दिन ये नहीं होना चाहिए. Every day like Rama, outer duties, inner work, inner sadhana, है ना? Outer, inner. Outer knowledge or outer vyavahara should not disturb our inner goal of Paramatma pursuit, and inner pursuit should not make us neglect the outer duties. We have to master. First तो information मिल गया अभी, इसको knowledge बनाओ. Then feel for oneself. I have to achieve that state of being, wherein I am balancing both the things required, outer and inner. And as the time passes by, outer duties when they get reduced, then only the inner self. That is the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityajya. That Sarvadharman Parityajya is not a conscious, deliberate effort. Then we are doing outer dharma in such a way that they are slowly getting reduced because outer dharmas depend on our prarabdha. जब प्रारब्ध खत्म होता जाता है, outer duties also get reduced. Like example, your children get married. So by the time you get your children married, your prarabdha to take care of them gets reduced. Somebody's prarabdha starts, they will suffer. Isn't it? होता है कि नहीं? Live example in everybody's life. Till you get your son or daughter married, it is your prarabdha, but it is not permanent. When they get married, that's over. Then it gets reduced. 100% it may not go away, but now you are more free than earlier. Isn't it? In every case, you can see like that. Okay. So this is the first lesson we have to learn from Rama. Now the second is what? If we say we have to manage sadhana, what is sadhana? Yesterday also we saw a few thoughts, no? From the guna standpoint. If I say I am sadhaka, what is the sadhana I have to do? कुछ clarity होना है ना? Somewhere we have to start and doing. That much done, the next thing will come to know. Sadhana means again at the chitta level only, like yesterday. First is sadhana is ekagrata. We have to master it. Single pointedness. Sadhana also means shuddhi of antakarana. Remember, they go together. Chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, both are required. Sometimes chitta ekagrata is achieved out of some compelling sadhanas without chitta shuddhi. Such people with ekagra chitta really do upasana, invoke the grace of God. God also appears in front of them. When the Lord comes, they ask for such a wretched things of powers and wealth and supremacy over other beings to destroy them because chitta shuddhi was not there in them. Like Ravanadi. With ekagrata, such a great tapasya they did. that the Brahmadeva has come or Shiva has come. But Shuddhi is not there in the Chitta, therefore they asked for the Artha Kama. They are blessed with it. But then that became the cause of their destruction also, isn't it? Think about it. Therefore, my Chitta should be Shuddha. What is Shuddhi of Chitta? No outer world desires. Only one desire, Atma Kama, no other Kamana, is Shuddhi of the Chitta. Okay? Kamanas come in the mind. Therefore, in the mind, the Kamanas is Ashuddhi. To the mind, the Kamanas come because we have Vasanas. Therefore, Vasanas are there, Shuddhi. Vasanas still are there because we have no Jnanam. Therefore, Ajnana is the Ashuddhi. Therefore, getting Jnana is Ashuddhi. Removing the Vasanas is Shuddhi. Not having any desires for the world or the is Antakarana Shuddhi. Having only Paramatma Prapti as Lakshya is the Shuddhi. This is what we have to achieve as sadhakas. This is sadhana we have to do. Then the ekagrata. दो बातें हो गए. The third one is चित्त एकाग्रता, चित्त शुद्धि हो गया. चित्त सूक्ष्मता, बुद्धि सूक्ष्मता, we have to aim it. That we are able to analyze and understand what the Guru and Shastras are saying regarding Bandha Moksha, regarding the Atma and Anatma. Okay, that is called as Sukshma Chitta or Sukshma Antakarana. So, Ekagra Chitta, Shuddha Chitta, then Sukshma Chitta or Antakarana, Sukshma Buddhi we have to have. If you put them, Ekagrata belongs to the mind, Shuddhi belongs to the Chitta, Sukshmata belongs to the Buddhi. So, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, when they are Ekagra and Sukshma and Shuddha, we are the sadhakas. Fourth one is obviously goes without saying. With the Sukshma Chitta or Sukshma Buddhi, we are always in the contemplation of the Adhisthana Tattva with the given yuktis which we have gathered by studying our Shastras. Sarvada Sthapanam Buddhehe Shuddhe Brahmani Sarvatha. हमेशा ब्रह्म स्वरूप का चिंतन ही the fourth sadhana we have to do. First three are Chitta Ekagrata, Chitta Sukshmata, Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Sukshmata. With that Sukshma Chitta, always the Chitta is doing Chintana only of the Brahma Vastu. Either doing study or doing Chintana or doing Abhyasa. Study is this one, you are listening or you are studying the book. Chintana is with the data collected, doing the Chintana of the Brahma Vastu. So that which is Adhisthana for everything is Brahman. You know, yesterday we have seen the beginning of the Tatpada Shodhana in our Vakya Vritti. Atadvyavrutti Rupena Sakshat Vidimukena cha Tatpadam Chintayetu. Tvam evam Tvam Padam evam Nischitya Tatpadam Chintayet Punaha Atadvyavrutti Rupena Sakshat Vidimukena cha. Then we were told about Tatpada ki nirasta shesha samsara doshaha. So ashesha samsara dosha rahitaha. Then upadhyam se vilakshana. This is called as the tatpada we have started studying. That way, in the chitta, the Brahma Tattva Chintana should go on happening. When I am saying this, why we are vague about it? Because not even one Upanishad mantra is remembered by us. If the mantra is remembered, the moment it is said, okay, Brahma Chintan karna hai, immediately one or the other mantra should click to us. Okay, the Brahman explained in Ishavasya Upanishad like this. Like of that, we have to do Chintana or Katha Upanishad or Mundaka Upanishad. This is how the Brahma Tattva explained. Okay, uska Chintan karna hai. It would have clicked to us. फ्रॉम ईच उपनिषद टू टू के हिसाब से 10 उपनिषदों में 20 मंत्र हम सीख नहीं सकते मनुष्य होकर. इस बात पे तो जरूर शर्म करना चाहिए. That is the biggest of murkhata, arrogance, and stupidity and delusion. That I am not by hearting some 20 mantras of Upanishads about Brahma Tattva for my meditation. What excuse is justifiable, Batao? Give thappa to yourself. If in these many years few mantras are not learned, nobody can give because we have grown in age, no? How come in our mana buddhi, in our chitta memory, thousands of things we remember? Can't we remember few mantras for meditation? That's how we are deluding ourselves. Swamiji, I don't have memory power. If you don't have memory power, you would have forgotten your wife and children and your bank balance and your account number. All of that. वो सब तो याद रहते हैं. हम पूछ नहीं रहे कि पूरे महाभागवत के 18,000 श्लोक याद रखो. We are not asking 20 श्लोकास. ओके 20 भी नहीं 10 काफी है. 10 श्लोक भी वो नहीं है. That's why when it is said do the chintana of Brahman, immediately we become vague. What do you mean, Swamiji? In Bhagavad Gita also, almost every chapter tells about the Atma Vastu, Brahma Vastu. उसको नोट करना पड़ेगा. So this is the fourth of the sadhanas to begin with. Fifth one, like Rama, outside doing all vyavahara, but inside parama vairagya. ये भी होना चाहिए. Outside all duties done, but inside vairagya. So chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, chitta sukshmata, nirantara atma chintana, and then the vairagya. These five things are the meaning of the sadhana to be done. So the inside sadhana going on, outside vyavahara going on, both we are able to balance. We started doing so and we seriously did it, and within some time we mastered it. Now we are at ease in both places. वो हमारा गोल है. When the outer duty calls, I am enjoying doing it fully, not crying at that time. ये तो मेरा साधना करने का टाइम है. You do the duty, that itself is your sadhana that time. So too, when we are free, do the sadhana. Okay? At the time of doing duty, remember, doing the duty is sadhana. At the time of doing sadhana, doing the sadhana is the duty. ये दोनों चीज clearly समझ लेना. While doing the duties, doing them itself is our sadhana. Don't cry, I am not able to do sadhana. So at the time of doing the sadhana, so doing sadhana itself is duty. Don't worry about the outer world. यही हमारा कर्तव्य है. साधना ही कर्तव्य है साधना के टाइम. कर्तव्य ही साधना है कर्तव्य के टाइम. In this way, our intellect has to become firmly convinced, and that's how we have to live life. Any other confusion is by the mind. So, control that mind. Any other projection, any other emotion, like while doing sadhana, the mind brings all information. But they are crying, you have to take care of them, help them. You just shut up mind. If they come and ask, then I'll help if I have to. Why are you poking in between? I know what to do, what not to do. Like that, you have to tell to the mind. Same mind again, when the duty is done outside, tells, but you have to do your sadhana, it says. Tell that mind, yes, I know this is what is my immediate sadhana. Once this is done, I will do that sadhana. You need not suggest me. Oh, stupid mind. So मन का काम संकल्प विकल्प करते हुए हमें चंचल बनाना, ना इधर ठिकवाना ना उधर टिकने देना. Mind does sankalpa vikalpa and makes us chanchala. Neither it makes us do stably our sadhana nor the duty. Understand that aspect of the mind, slowly quieten that aspect of the mind to such an extent that that confusion is never coming to us. Thus, work while you work and do sadhana while doing sadhana. That's it. And as it is said, a time will come wherein more and more sadhana will be done. Some period definitely will be therein. The sadhakas, every sadhaka's life wherein zero vyavahara or zero dharma, 100% sadhana. That takes him to the experience. After the experience, then with the upadhis as required, as destined, as wanted by the Ishvara, some leela of service will happen till the upadhis remain. That's how the Jivan Mukta serves the world. But before getting that Atmanubhuti, totally he'll have to engross for some period. That time only sadhana is kartavya, no other outer drushti at all. But before that, for the clearance of all the prarabdhas, the balance between the inner sadhana as well as outer duty. And little more we can add at that time when we are more bound by duties, less conveniences for sadhana, that time doing the duties without palapeksha, without hankara, is our sadhana called as karma yoga. जब दसों काम चारों तरफ होते हैं उनको करना ही साधना है एंड प्रे एट दैट टाइम लॉर्ड आई ओनली आस्क्ड यू टू पुट मी इन दीज सिचुएशंस यू पुट मी नाउ आई एम आस्किंग यू फ्री मी फ्रॉम ऑल दीज थिंग्स my first priority is my inner self realization only. I understood that. Now the one who I asked you earlier to give me, I am only asking you now to bless me with the conveniences, freedom for doing sadhana and reaching you. Bhagavan says, good, you have rectified your mistake. You were asking the wrong thing earlier and compelling me. I had to bless you with that. Now you have asked the right thing. Now I am blessing you. Now understand one by one thing I'll take away from you. Understand that this is a convenience for you for your inner sadhana. Then you can see from life all the attachment, everything go away. Understand it? Bhagavan is giving us chance to become antarmukhi, antarmukha, and realize the antaratma. Okay. Today's common sense thought is purely spiritual common sense thought. But nowadays we are seeing that only because the other outer worldly problem, their solution. अब कितने लोग बोलते जा रहे हैं, you are already masters of that. What to talk about? How to manage wife or husband or children? अबे कित कब तक बोले ये सारे बातें बकवास. थोड़ा दो वक्त खाने को है तो बस है, खाओ और अपने ज्यादा ना करो, बाकी let others do it. We should not be caught up in all these trivials for a long time. And there's no end to all of them. And the social projects, the national projects, the international projects, and gather 10 crores of people and get signatures from them on a letter telling Trump not to make war, not to begin the Third World War. Or gather 10 lakhs of people, get their signature, putting an application to state government or central government for this thing or that thing. अरे बहुत लोग ये कर रहे हो. You just realize the self now. There are no end to that. Today you apply, the government will bend and do it. Tomorrow the other stupid will come as the leader and he will destroy it again. And yet it has to be done. We have done it at one period of time. Now we have to engross in ourselves in pursuit of the ultimate. Because nothing higher and greater than this. Isn't it? Ability to understand all that. This proves our thinking and our maturity. We become matured only through understanding. Understandings come only when we think or contemplate. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति देश निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल शास्त्र निर्मूल पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम अस्याम कक्षायाम आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारमव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्। अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः पारायणम् 7, 8, 9। ॐ तमीश्वराणां परमं महेश्वरं तं देवतानां परमं च दैवतं पतिं पतीनां परमं परस्तात् विधामदेवं भुवनेशमीड्यम् न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत्समश्चाभ्यतिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविकी ज्ञानबलक्रिया च न तस्य कश्चित् पतिरस्ति लोके न चेशिता नैव च तस्य लिङ्गम् सकारणं करणाधिपाधिपः न चास्य कश्चित् जनिता न चाधिपः। This is the Parayanam done. Now the 13th mantra of the 6th chapter we have to do the Adhyayanam with Bhashyam. This mantra tells about that through Atma Jnana only moksha from all bondages, snares. Before this, the mantra told with the Atma Jnanam alone, the Shashvata Sukha Prapti. Therefore, only through the Paramatma Jnana there is Nitya Sukha. Only through Paramatma Jnana that there is Shashvata Moksha from all bandhana. How much this thought is ingrained, entering into our heart. That shows we are very attentive, very curious, very inquisitive, very serious. So the mantra 12 was Eko Mashi Nishkriyanam Bahunam Ekam Bijam Bahuda Yah Karoti Tamatmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Na Itaresham. That was the 12th mantra. Equally same like that is the 13th mantra. Chant it. Om Nityo Nityanam Chetanaschetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman Tat Karanam Sankhya Yogadhigamyam Jnatva Devam Muchyate Sarvapashaihi. In Kathopanishad, the third line of this shloka is like the third line of the earlier shloka. Nityo Nityanam Chetanaschetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman Tamatmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Netaresham. The mantra there is in those words. Same meaning here. ये line उधर वो line इधर दिए हैं. Otherwise, the thing to be understood is same. So therefore, Nityaha Nityanam. There Nityaha Anityanam. Here Nityaha Nityanam. Yesterday we saw that whatever we see the things to be Nitya, who is giving Nityata to them? He is the Paramatma. When we know Him to be ourselves, we are free from all passion. That's how this shloka has to be understood with every word. Second one, Chetanaha Chetananam. The one who is providing Chetana to all the Jada beings, having obtained the Chetana, so they are also acting like Chetana. Who is the one who is supplying that Chetana to them? He is the Atman. The one who realizes it to himself is free from all bondages. Muchyate sarva pashe. So to Eko Bahunam. The one who is one on whom the many Rupanama are projected. Yet he is always one only, in spite of differences in the expressions in the Rupanama. He is Atman. The one who realizes him to be himself is freed from Muchyate Sarva Pashai. This is how every word has to be joined with Muchyate Sarva Pashai. Eko bahuna yo vidadhati kaman. The one who is the bestower of all the kamanas. We have given three meanings to it yesterday. The one who gives the fulfillment to all our worldly kamanas, but those worldly kamanas themselves have a knack of binding us, therefore we get bound. Then the same Paramatma fulfills our adhyatmic kamana. Before that, he is the one who vidadhati, destroys all our kamanas, maintaining only one kamana for the Atma Prapti. Third one, he alone will fulfill that kamana also. I'll just pause a minute here, try to explain to myself something. If you also listen and try to understand, may be helpful. That the Paramatma, Parabrahman alone is in the form of Narayana or Vishnu or Shiva Bhagavan. He alone fulfills our desires. He alone frees us from our desires, us from our desires. He alone creates the desire for Paramatma Prapti. He alone fulfills that desire also. Provide depending on what we are asking him. So Bhagavan Narayana is there, Vishnu in front of me. I have four options. One, desire for the world. You ask him, he will give. Second, freedom from the desires for the world. If you ask him, he will see to it that our desires for the world go away. Third one, desire for Paramatma Tattva, intensification. You ask him, he will intensify our desire. We are in this stage now. But ask him more and more, he gives. More. Now the fourth one is fulfillment of the desire, this desire of Paramatma Prapti by really obtaining Paramatma. That is the meaning of Yo Vidadhati Kaman. This sentence I am explaining. All Kamana Bhagavan fulfills. But what Kamana we have to ask is our discretion, our maturity. We should not ask that Kamana having blessed with which still we have Kamanas. It's logically not correct. We should have that कामना एक बार एक वो पाने के बाद दोबारा कोई कामना नहीं होना चाहिए. कामना का चांस गुंजाइश पॉसिबिलिटी necessity should not be there, and that's possible only in the prapti of atma vastu. Therefore atma kamana alone is the kamana. Ask the Lord, he will fulfill that. Yo vidadhati kaman. When you ask that reality to reveal, the reality will reveal. If you are already Rama Bhakta, Krishna Bhakta, ask that Rama and Krishna to reveal the truth, they will reveal to us. Remember, Krishna not only blessed Sudama with the wealth and gave kingdom to Pandavas, etc., he also gave Brahmagnana to Arjuna as well as Uddhava, etc., so many people. Understood? Krishna is not only for fulfilling worldly desires. That is nonsense. Krishna is to give us Brahmagnana and Moksha. So too is Rama Bhagavan. So our Ishtadevata we should worship for only to fulfill that desire, after which no more desires crop up. And that is the desire of Atma Anubhuti. I am explaining this as a meaning for Yo Vidadhati Kaman sentence of this sloka. So Nityo Nityanam Chetana Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. Okay. Tat Karanam. And that Paramatma is Karanam. That Karan Rupi Paramatma we have to realize as ourselves. How do we do that? Sankhya Yoga Adhigamyam. The Sankhya Yoga Adhigamyam. In Sankhya, we do know the Sarupa Lakshana of the Paramatma Vastu. In the Yoga, we do all the Upasanas, Karma Yogas to free our Antakarana, to purify our Antakarana and make it qualified for doing sadhana to realize this Sankhya Ukta Atma Vastu. So सांख्य में आत्मा स्वरूप का लक्षण बताते, उस आत्मा को हमें रियलाइज करना है. करने के लिए जो अंतर्मुख होकर साधना करनी है, for that to prepare our अंतःकरण we do the yoga, the karma yoga, upasana yoga, ashtanga yoga, etc. So through the combination complex combination of Sankhya and Yoga, that Paramatma Tattva can be obtained. And once one obtains him, Tat Karanam Sankhya Yoga Adigamyam Jnatva. Okay, having known him. When you know him, he is known as what? Devam, pure consciousness only. So when that pure consciousness Rupi, Sankhya Yoga Adigamya, Paramatma, who is Karana and who is the bestower of all desires, who is one without second, who is Chetana in non Chetana, and who is Nitya in all the Nityas. That Chaitanya Saru Paramatma, the one who Jnatva knows him, Muchyate Sarva Pashaihi. He will have no more bondages, snares to bind him. So the Ajnana Pasha, the Ahankara Pasha, the Dehadi Upadi Tadatmya Pasha, through the Raga Pasha, Dvesha Pasha, Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Vada Pasha, then the Karma Karna hi Padega Vala Pasha, then through the Karma Phala Pasha, and for that, the Janma Varana. These are all the ropes which are tying us down. One gets freed from all this. He experiences it. Now I am no more bound by Deshakala Vastu Ityadi Parichinnata. I am not bound by the Dehendra Pranamana Buddhi Upadi. I am not bound by their Lakshanas. I am not bound by their modifications. I am not bound by their functions also. The Lakshanas say, न फंक्शनिंग से न मॉडिफिकेशन से मैं बाउंड हूं. उनका अपना रास्ता, मैं हूं. इनफैक्ट दे आर ऑल not real and they are never other than me. All these experiences will come when we start becoming antarmukha and start researching that self. Right, friends? This is how this shloka's meaning. So it has beautiful bhashyam. Nitya iti. Bhagavan Shankara starts the bhashya of this mantra by saying Nitya iti, hinting at as it. I am commenting on the mantra starting with Nitya. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to understand? Do you want it? Yes, sir, we are ready to listen and understand. We in fact want it. Please guide us. Yes, here I am guiding you. Listen. I am explaining you through Bhashya what's meant by that mantra by the Rishi and Shruti Mata. What is it? Nityo Nityanam. Okay. Hmm. Nityo Nityanam. What is the meaning of Nityo Nityanam? The Lord is the eternal among all the eternal. Nityaha Nityanam. So Lord is eternal, it is understood. Among eternal means what? Which are the Nitya things? Jivanam. Madhye. Are, why you are saying Jiva as Nitya? Because tat Nityatvena. Tesham tan Nityatvena. Because Jiva is Nitya. Are, if you don't want to realize Brahman, even for million kalpas also, the Jiva continues. Because of that, the Jiva also is Nitya. Therefore, Nitya Vastu is only one. Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahma. Tad Vyatriktam Sarvam Anityam. Even Jiva is Anityam. That is ultimate truth. But at the very same time, till we realize the truth, till we desire to do so, as per our ignorance or choice, for how long we can continue as Jiva? For eternity, no? That is why Jiva also is Nitya. By our choice. But the moment we want to realize the self and kick the Jiva Bhava, Jiva is discovered to be Anitya. That is okay when we do sadhana. But otherwise, we are maintaining Jiva as Nitya. Therefore, here the Nitya is Jiva. Not the Jiva is Nitya, but by our choice. That's why Nityana means Jivanam Madhye. Then Nityatvat means Jiva also being Nitya. Why Nitya? Because we are maintaining. So among that seeming Nitya, by our choice Nitya Jiva, the one who is Nitya, that is Paramatma Tattva. So Nityo Nityana means Nityaha Nityanam Jivanam Madhye Tat Nityatvena Teshamapi Nityatvam iti Abhiprayaha. So even I am maintaining my Jiva Bhava for eternity, there is something other than that Jiva Bhava, the Paramatma Tattva, which is lending its nityata to this nitya jiva. If the Paramatma Tattva, the Satchidananda is not there in me, how can there be the Aham Vritti? How can that Aham be illuminated? How come that illuminated Aham, now called as Jiva, continue to be staying eternally? है कि नहीं? जीव भाव नित्य होने के लिए भी पीछे नित्य परमात्मा होना चाहिए. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ नित्य जीवानाम आत्मा नित्यः. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ नित्यो नित्यानाम. सो नित्यो नित्यानाम जीवानां मध्ये तन्नित्यत्वेन तेषामपि नित्यत्वम् इति अभिप्रायः. So by ignorance jivas are maintaining their jiva bhava as if it is nitya. So among that seeming by choice maintained nityatva of the jiva, to that jiva that nityatva given is by that Paramatma who is nityaha. Nityo nityana. Second one, ki athava nityanam another meaning. Bhagavan Shankara gives athava pruthivyadinam madhye. So all these Panchamahatas are said to be nitya, eternal, almost, because only in the Brahma Jnana, that Sarvam Brahma, that they cease to exist. Till that time, these Panchamahabhutas, these Tanmatras, keep on staying, providing the Dehas for that particular Jiva who has not yet realized the Self. Therefore, the Nitya also mean the Panchamahabhutas. So, like the Jiva, for the Panchamahabhutas also, the Nityata is given by the Nitya Paramatma only. Because the Panchamahabhuta should exist. The existence is Paramatma Tattva. So that way, Nityanam Nityaha, Nityanam Jivanam Nityaha, Nityanam Nityaha, Nityanam Prativyadi, Panchabhutama Bhutanam Madhye Nityaha. So Nityo Nityanam is two meanings. Third meaning, what we can say is, there is more eternal than these seeming to eternal things of the Panchamahabhutas which are providing dehas and the Jiva Bhava. And a very subtle thing indicatively said there is what? Therefore, if you don't realize the real Nitya Atman, you will be Nitya Rupena as a Jiva. Keep on getting Nitya Rupena, Dehadi Upadis through the Panchamahabhutas, and your attachment with those Nitya Shariras will continue Nitya Rupena, and Nitya Nirantara you will continue to be a samsari only. वो भी by the way बताया गया, if you can. In the same way, Chetanas Chetananam ityadi, those words with Bhashyam we'll study tomorrow. Today we'll stop here. Om 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 Purnamadaha Om Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Dhanyavad. Santo, let us study Gita. Come.